Hey guys, thank you for choosing this channel and watching this video. Yesterday I got married. Thank you for your wishes. And although I was so busy for my wedding plan, I'm setting a time to create this video as I promised you every week with one tutorial on how we create our item on Motionist. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to create or how to come up with the idea of a layered, colorful title animation. The idea came from Pinterest. There is a lots of layer design that you can find in Pinterest, which made the idea to create this title animation, which I'm gonna share the link for you down in the description. So if you have any question, if you have any comment, please leave comment down below this video. So I'm going to start it. I'm gonna go to After Effects, create new project, and create a new composition, 1920 by 1080 and 30 frame per second, and hit OK and make it fit. So for the beginning, I'm gonna double click on rectangle tool and create the first shape. And this first shape, I need to add a fractal noise. So I'm going to Effect Control Panel, go to Noise and Gain, and add fractal noise. Lower the complexity to 1 probably would be enough, and the change to swiftly, and change the fractal type to something that suits the effect. I need it to be in spline, and then make a huge contrast, something like this. And after that, I'm going to add another effect from King category and color range, and select the black, and just take out all the black, something like that. Just make sure you're not losing any white. And after that, you can clean the king by going to math category and choose simple choker and increase choke. Well, this is good. And then I'm going to add a color to it. So I'm going to generate category and add fill. Red is fine. And I'm gonna change the layer name to BG01, and Control D duplicate the layer to BG02. And for the first one, for the second one, I'm gonna change the color a little bit. And after that, from fractal noise, I'm going to decrease the contrast or increase it to have the layer on top. The brightness, I bring down the brightness to 6. And after that, I have 2 layers on top of each other. So what I need to do is give these 2 layers a shadow. So for the down one, I'm going to Effect, Perspective, and drop shadow. I'm gonna soften the shadow a little bit, then copy the shadow and give it to the second background, something like that. And I need to have another background, so I'm double clicking on rectangle tool, bring it to the bottom and change it to BG00, and change the color of it, something that suits. I'm gonna change all the color later on, so don't worry about that. And I have to duplicate BG number 2 to BG3 and lower the brightness again. Before that, changing the color so I can see where the layer is. Bring down the brightness and do the same again one more time. Make the background number 4, change the layer color and bring down the brightness like so. Alright, now I'm ready, the background is ready. I can select them all, right click and hit pre-compose and write BG item 01 BG. Hit OK. Then I need to create, I can turn it off, and I have to create my text layer which says simple text. And align it in the center of the frame. So I'll change the text to something a little bit heavier, like Rubik bold, and I'm gonna animate this text. I'm gonna make something very simple, but you can go ahead and find a reference here, make something more unique, and use other shapes to complete it out. But I'm going to make something fairly simple. So what I'm going to do is to add animation to the text. So I'm gonna open the layer, text layer in front of the text, animate, open it up, and choose position. Bring down the position and keyframe the bring down the start. Hit a keyframe, a little bit fronter. Bring the text up. Make it a little bit smoother. And from advanced, choose based on character, excluding space. Next step I'm gonna do is to create a mask on the text, invert the mask, something like that. But let's make it a little bit more advanced. Delete the text and make a shape and use the shape underneath the text as the mask. Change the layer name to mask and change the track matte on the mask to alpha, invert alpha. So what it does, it works like a mask. I need to refine this shape by selecting it. Scale it a little wider, bring it a little down. So what advantage this way has is that I can adjust the rectangle length to the text length. So if the client make a shorter text, something like just simple, the mask will shorten itself as well to doing that. And if the client make something like little really longer than the text you provided, the mask will follow the length of the text. So to doing that, I'm going to open the mask and write this expression on the position. I'm gonna write this expression on the description down below. You can copy that, but you need to adjust the naming and adjust the layers name for your own project. So what I'm gonna do is the first is to separate X and Y of the position, and then introduce X and Y to the position value. In front of the X, I'm gonna drag the pick wipe tool to the size value 0, or the X value of the size, and divide it by 2, and press plus value 0. Then close the line, and for the Y, I'm gonna choose the pick wipe tool and drag it to the position Y value and close it. I'm gonna make another expression on the size. Again, divide it by X and Y, and introduce X and Y. And then in front of the X, I'm gonna take the pick wipe tool, bring it down, choose the text layer, and in the extension of this line, I'm gonna write dot sourceRectAtTime dot width, and plus 15 more pixels. So the scale of this mask layer would be exactly the scale of this text plus 15 more pixels. And for the Y, I'm gonna make it to its own Y value, and then hit OK. So then after doing that, I'm gonna adjust the position of the mask here. And to see what this expression caused on the mask, I'm gonna turn it on, and I'm gonna change the text to show you how we made the change. As you see, as I shorten the text, the mask is shortened as well. So the problem is the text is centered. I need to make it to start from the left and reposition it. So in this case, if I write something longer, the mask will follow. And I'm sure the mask is always overlink the text, because the number 50 we plus to the mask. Very well. Now I need to turn off the mask and add the background we already made to the text. For doing that, I'm gonna turn on the background and change the trackpad to alpha invert and see the animation. As you see, the mask effect is not there anymore, because we alpha 2 layer on top of each other. So to overcome this problem, what I need to do is to select the text layer and turn off the track matte, and go to effect, go to channel category, and set matte. What set matte does is something similar to track matte. I have to turn on the text and then choose the mask and invert alpha. So by doing that, now I have the set matte effect, and the text layer is no more track matted to the mask, but I have the mask effect, and our mask is our mask length is set to the text length. So the next step is to animate the background. For doing that, I'm gonna go to the background composition and choose a fractal noise. Simply add a time expression multiplied by 100 to evolution. Copy this expression and do the same for the rest of evolutions. Doing the same for background number 2 and background number 1. Find the fractal noise evolution and hit Ctrl V. So our background is animated now. Very good. I can go back to comp 1 and the background is animated. So the next step will be would be adding a color and setting layer. So I'm going to create another shape layer and rename it to color and settings. Then on top of this layer, I'm gonna add expression control, a color palette, which is color 01. And I can find my color referencing from Pinterest as well. In this case, I'm going to do that. So the first one would be the top layer. So I will choose a lighter color, then hit Ctrl D, make color number 2, go a little bit deeper, and gonna duplicate number 3, again a little bit deeper color, and number 4, and the last one, which is the number 5. So we are done with referencing colors, and 2 other controls that I need, which are the point control. I'm going to name the point control as main position, and again another slider, and change the name of the slider to main scale. So by doing these, I will enable the customer to place the text anywhere in the frame or scale it out or scale it up or down. Before I parent the scale, I'm gonna right click on the scale, then edit value, and write 100 for the value, and choose all the layers, parent them to color and setting, select color and setting layer, hit P, and parent the position to main position, and hit S, and parent the scale to the main scale. So testing them out, I can reposition the text and see the animation works and everything is fine. Very good. And the next step would be definitely adding the color settings. So for that, I will select the color and setting and lock down the effect control panel and go to background and select them all, hit E so the effects are opening up, and choose the fill effect and parent it to the relative controller. Do the same for the rest. And the last one, which is the background 0, doesn't have the fill effect. It has the fill under the shape, and it's gonna be the last color. So if we're done here, go back to our main comp, and we have everything set. you can use this text as alpha to the background, or you can make any other shapes like a price tag or anything that you like to go with this technique. Something like a price tag that I'm going to just show a little bit of it to turn on your creativity and to show you how you can take advantage of this technique or this background. I'm sure you have lots of other idea by seeing that. Can use it here and then add, let's say, 40% off and bring this text to your price tag or to your offer tag. So please let me know how you use it, or if this tutorial was useful for you, or any other suggestion or any other request to make a tutorial on other items. So you can leave the comment down below if you like these videos, subscribe to our channel, and if you like to chat with us, join our Discord, and there is a link down below in the description. I hope this new year is a good one for you, and I wish you all to be safe. Thank you for your time, and bye.